after becoming a super student, the next stage is called learning mission. Now today, in this candid conversation, I'll help Dikshita understand what exactly is the concept of a learning mission. I think we are discussing this for the first time, Dikshita. So super student, when you talk about a student, you have to pick up the knowledge from a book. Largely 90% of work will be done through books and also lectures to an extent. And when I say learning mission, it means you have to learn from real life scenario situations. So when you start your work life in a big organization like Deloitte, there'll be the regular workflow, there'll be conversations, there'll be events, there'll be interactions. So you should be able to learn from multiple things. So it should be like a machine, it's the exact opposite of machine learning. So when a plastic machine can learn, why can't you learn? So you can become a learning machine. So for you to learn anything, you can broadly classify the concept of learning into two buckets. One bucket is called facts. So what would come under facts?
Facts are the already predefined things that which are in the books and then which are like a deemed fact. This is the thing that
facts are simple and straightforward.
Facts, yeah.
Let's say figures are also facts to an extent. So facts and figures you can consider them.
Right.
Where this has a component of memory.
Yeah.
And the other thing is called concepts. Concepts require understanding. Okay, so we are first at a broad level, we are categorizing into facts and concepts.
Yeah.
So whenever you have to start learning something, right now what I'm teaching you is what?
Is you're learning.
Yeah. Where do you classify this? The current conversation.
Yeah.
If you have to learn from this conversation, how would you classify?
I would put it as a concept, not a fact.
So concepts require processing ability. Facts require capturing.
Yeah.
Let's say yesterday somebody said Deloitte started in 1845. Now you just capture it for now, and then you can use it along with something else. So facts require capturing, and concepts require processing, which means you have to put an active mental state. And sometimes when you don't have the mental bandwidth, like yesterday when you get to know that there is too much information to be processed, or too many concepts to be processed at once, first focus on capturing them, then you can process that at any point possible.
Okay.
So always anything, let's say there's something written over there, it's a number, okay, fact, it's a fact. And then you listen to someone like this video or anything, it's a concept. Okay, fact or concept. Now do I have the mental bandwidth to process a concept? Yes. I don't have the bandwidth. Let me capture the concept, and then let's say this video, somebody's watching it with complete mental intent. They'll be able to understand it in a single sitting. If not, they have to watch it thrice to get the essence of it. They'll understand the Angrezi, but to understand the essence, they'll have to do it multiple times. Even for you, but even if it's for your subject, let's say even something like AFM, there are 15 chapters in your final level. So 5 chapters, mostly you can call it facts because they are what they are. You understand them, and with a reasonable understanding, with a bit of memory, you will be able to get through them. But if you look at something like concepts, which comes from like derivative, it's a deep concept where you have to understand the whole ecosystem of this particular financial instrument. So the whole idea of learning is to enable you to react and respond to situations in a better way. For that to happen, you have to know, and you have to synthesize according to the situation. So in the exam scenario, the application is very direct and easy. In the real life scenario, the application is not very straightforward. And let's say you're directly meeting a client's place. Instead of you writing in the audit paper, you have to go and do auditing in a client's place. That is a real life scenario, right? So there, more than facts, you would require the understanding of the concepts and the action. So I have simplified it: facts and concepts, capturing and processing. So most of your work life in Deloitte will be sorted if you get this straight. And over and above this, we'll dive deep in the next conversation. So before I conclude this video, I want to quickly summarize whatever you understood in 30 seconds.
Me? Okay. First thing you started with is, after becoming a super student, the next step is the learning machine, where you get to the understanding part of the concepts instead of just capturing the facts. So that is what we're focusing on. And this stage where I'd be actually working at a client's place or auditing in real time. So the conceptual clarity and the understanding is what will be more applicable to me at this point. So, and that is what we're working on.
Fair enough. Good. So today, whenever any information comes to you, just try to classify and bucket it and see how you can be able to process it better, and then we'll have a conversation at the end of the day. Okay?
Okay.
All right.